Washington wanted to have those valuable products shipped through the North Carolina countryside on a railroad all the way to the Wilmington port so they could export throughout eastern United States and to Europe and other places. So it was a public policy to do that. Well, some things happened. In 1855, the Western North Carolina Railroad Company was incorporated, given the task of building that railroad from the edge of the Piedmont, somewhere, depending upon which newspaper from the 1850s and 60s and 70s you read. Before the Civil War, the train tracks had come somewhere in the vicinity of Morganton, Marion, Old Fort, but no further west than Old Fort. You see, so the Piedmont and eastern North Carolina, that's where most of the population base was. That's where most of the money was. They needed it, and they had it. They had a good railway system over there. Why was that important? Because there were no paved roads anywhere. I mean, not anywhere. They didn't exist. They had not been invented yet. And in western North Carolina, when you reach Old Fort, all you got to do is you look and you see that the mountains are way up in the sky, the land of the sky, so to speak. How are you going to get a train up the mountain to get over into the rest of western North Carolina? The little teeny tiny village of Asheville, which was smaller then than Old Fort is today, they were excited about the possibilities, but so were lots of other people. And yet, there were challenges. Many issues, not enough money, not enough people. And another thing, by the way, in 1875, the leadership of the Western North Carolina Railroad embezzled $2 million, which was the entire fund to build the entire railroad from Old Fort to the top of the mountain. They stole it all. So what's North Carolina going to do? They committed they're going to build the railroad. So they said, we're going to buy the remains, the structure of the Western North Carolina Railroad. And they did at an auction sale, a bankruptcy auction sale in 1875. So the state of North Carolina went into the railroad building business in order to build the railroad up the mountain from Old Fort to Ridgecrest. That section was separately defined as the Mountain Division of the Western North Carolina Railroad.